I got a thing from these people from a place. Um, gonna crack it open. If things are correct and everything is a-okay, there should be Power Rangers in here, but we'll find out. Gonna cut the top with this thing. Stab. And then, oh god. Everything is just shaking. Just stab. Lots of tape. Okay, I think I've done the tape. Let's. I'm not sure it's meant to go like this. I'm doing it anyway. Okay, I've got to take the box. I've got it out. Let's set it down. I don't know if we'll be in shot properly or not, but we'll adjust. not in shot at all. It's these are not gonna fit. Let's adjust. These are not fitting at all. Yeah, it's the Lightning Collection Remastered collection of figures that are coming out. Not out yet in most places in the world, but I was lucky enough to order these from a shop, not in the UK. I think it was in Italy. I don't know. It may have been. I mean, there was a different language on the box, so I think if people are familiar with that, they could tell where it's from. But yeah, I may have to look at that. But yeah, the boxes look okay. I would prefer a window. They're really big. I like the black and the colors on the art on the side. That looks really nice. But yeah, I guess I should pop these open and see if there's any QC issues. Oh man, it's like a mystery box. I can't wait. Okay, I'm gonna get Billy open first because I think he's the one everyone's waiting for. It's like taps at the. It's tape at the top. Let me get this opens up. Like, full focus, like there and there. This setup is not good for bigger things, and I've just ripped the box. Fantastic. I'm so good at taking care of things. Okay, let's toss this aside. We don't need the box. And he's in his cocoon of paper. Let's get him out. See if there's any issue. Oh god, there's his lance. Focus. Billy. Hey, look, the head sculpt looks really good. For a first impression, the belt looks really nice. I think this is a new body. I know the arms and legs are pinless. The legs feel really wobbly. Is everything okay with this? Do I have like any mismatched legs? Focus. I'm not holding this well. Okay, there we go. I think everything is where it should be. It's like an awful cut there with the plastic where it's not straight. It's just like a gap. That doesn't look good. And it's on the same here. The torso is really shiny. His arm is kind of. It's not. I wouldn't say it's loose. It's actually very much the opposite. But it's wobbly. It's really. Hair is not. It moves really smoothly, but it feels like after a bit of time it will be really loose. Same with this. It's kind of like you can flick it. It doesn't really give me much confidence. But this the neck. It's cool. We focus. It's cool. We got a neck. I really need to pay more attention to the camera. So far, this looks okay. He looks fine. I don't have the metallic or the first Billy figure to compare. So the best I can do, that's some paint there. The best I can do is just compare the bodies. I was tempted to get a metallic one, but I don't know. Yeah. Okay. For the sake of time, I'm not gonna look at the accessories. I'm gonna do that in the proper review. So I'm just gonna look at the figures. We're gonna go on to Trini, but I'm taking a glance right now, and everything looks pretty good. Pretty standard for Lightning Collection. But yeah, when I kind of get into the review of it, I'm gonna show everything off. But I'll show the helmet, which looks pretty nice. Again, this is my first Billy helmet, or Blue Ranger helmet. So I don't know if this is an improvement over the first one or the metallic. Well, I'm pretty sure it is the same as the metallic, but we'll crack open Trini. Okay, gotta get the cutters. Gotta slice it open, huh? Same tabs at the top. Hopefully I don't destroy the box this time. Okay, I'm gonna do it behind the camera, just so I'm not like fiddling. But I mean, in the tray, she's secure. She's not flopping around like Billy. I don't know how to get her out. Okay, I'm gonna just pull, I guess. Here's a cocoon, the best accessory, and then Trini. She looks really good. Damn, looks better than the renders. The belt, the belt though is a little bit skew. I think I could just push that down. There we go. Again, the limbs have that. The arms are okay. Oh, what the hell? That does not look nice. If I can get it to focus, you can see there's like a. Is there meant to be swivel? Yeah, there's swivel here, but I think there's something that's gone wrong here, and I can't seem to move it. Or I can't move it at all. But I'll see if I can fix it off camera. But overall, there's a paint mark there on the chest, but overall, she looks okay. This is when I look back at focus. This is when I look back at the footage, and it's all unfocused. But so far, she looks pretty good. Maybe I can find a way to scrape that black little piece off on the butterfly. But the diamonds look pretty good from first glance. The thigh cut still has it's weird. It's bumpy. It's not smooth. It doesn't look very nice. The yellow is inconsistent in this light, at the very least. Maybe a different story when she's on the shelf with different lighting. Focus. I really gotta find a better way of. Hang on a minute. Okay, there we go. Because this hand was in the way. Yeah, it looks good. The face sculpt is fantastic. better than the images and the little previews we've seen. But I'm gonna see if I can get this to. No, it's not moving. I was moving the hand, but I don't know. What I need? I think I'll be okay not swiveling the wrist, but again, that's just a big QC issue. I'm not a big fan of that. It looks ugly there. It's not on properly. Again, I'm not focusing on the camera. Yeah, it's not on properly. It looks really weird. I don't like it. Yeah, overall, she looks fine. But I'll get into the nitty gritty of it when I get into the review. Yeah. Now, after that awkward unboxing, let's look into the details. The first thing that sticks out are the fantastic head sculpts. The likenesses are superb, and in fact, all of the accessories are done pretty well, from the 3 blade blasters that come with each ranger, to the power weapons, and especially the morphers, which are detailed brilliantly with small prints on the power coins too. Along with those, you get 3 sets of hands, which include a new pair for the morphers, and a set of power effects too, which are fine, though some of mine came bent in the packaging. Billy comes with his glasses, and has cutouts on the side of his head for them to fit in, which look pretty ugly if you're trying to pose him without his specs. Though, from the front the issue isn't as noticeable, but then you realise his eyes are looking up, which looks strange, but with the glasses it looks slightly better. The helmets are fairly good too, having good accuracy to the show, but yellow is missing the silver around the trim of the mouth, and getting them on seems to be a Herculean task. Okay, that's one. Sculpts of the bodies do the job, and the paintwork is passable all around, with highlights being the belts, but the glossiness of the upper chest leaves an inconsistent look in comparison to the other limbs, which feels laughable. They're missing black paint on the soles of the boots too, which I wish they added for a bit more accuracy. The QC gods have decided to give Billy's thighs uneven cuts, along with a paint chip and a weird overmolding on the left arm, while Trini has a mangled glove and a cut on her bicep swivel. Though from the horror stories I've heard, I'm lucky to have these two in a state like this, but I guess that's to show just how poor the QC is on this line. For articulation, the heads on both are lacking in any noticeable movement. Billy has a neck joint which allows for some attitude but not much. Both torsos can move forward, but only slightly, whereas the backs have great range. Both have full rotation too. Moving to the arms, the butterflies have minimal forward movement, but lots of back, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows which work great too, with vertical hinges on the wrists. Finishing with the legs, the newly added drop down hips don't work as well on Billy as they do Trini. She's able to make a full split while Billy gets close. Double jointed knees are fine, with thigh cuts and boot swivel. And the ankles are decent, able to go forward okay, back pretty well, with a solid ankle rocker. And finally, let's look at some height comparisons. Unfortunately, I don't have any other MMPR ranges to compare, so I do apologise. Here they are next to Lord Zed and the Time Falls Red, Marvel Legends VHS Wolverine and Peter B. Parker, and then the Jazzwares Master Chief and Figure Arts TN. Overall, are these figures worth a buy if you already have the first versions of them? Maybe, but it depends on what you enjoy out of an action figure. If you don't really care for accessories or small detailed improvements, then I couldn't recommend these. But if you love accessories and are tired of the old female bodies, I could definitely recommend these two, especially Trini. I could also recommend getting them if you're yet to add any Mighty Morphin Power Rangers to your collection like myself. But overall, these are okay.